The Legend of Alon is a case study in how not to make a computer RPG. Let's start with the packaging. The cover art is atrocious and manages to offend me in several ways. First, well, it's boring. It's a man holding up his hand to reveal some absurd runic design that, and I'm just being honest here, at first glance made me think he just wiped his ass with his hand and wanted to show me the resulting shit stain. Secondly, the art doesn't tell you anything about what the game is supposed to be. And lastly, the artwork is dark, blurry, and just sad. Good cover art should grab people's attention so they'll want to pick the game up off the rack and turn around to read the back. And let's read the back to see what wonder awaits us. Oh look, it's magical ad copy like, venture into a vast fantasy realm spanning hundreds of square miles, and unravel a sweeping tale of destiny layered with gripping side quests. They knew this game had nothing original to offer and didn't even try to lie about it. Control your party's development with limitless magic and melee skill combinations. Yeah, limitless my ass. There's lie number one. Tell me another one. Here's my next complaint. Releasing your PlayStation 1 game as a PlayStation 2 release so you can charge people more money for your shit-tastic game. You think I'm kidding? Look at the goddamn thing. This is a blue bottom PS2 game. The reason it has a blue bottom is because the game was burned to a CD rather than a DVD like the overwhelming majority of PlayStation 2 games were burned to. You see, this game was released 2 months after the PlayStation 2 debuted in North America. If we were to go back in time to winter 2001, we would see there was a number of American game developers who pulled this shit, taking their PS1 games and encrypting them to run on PS2s in order to beat competitors to the market. The Legend of Alon, bah, should have been called The Legend of Fucking Fail. So the game opens with the most cliché of all clichés, the character dreaming about what the villain is doing. Is our hero Harry Potter? No, he's a generic farm boy. Look at how horrible people's mouths move when they talk. It doesn't match at all.
Does this mean that you are not a dagger of virtue?
Not yet, but I will be.
It is a high honor to strive for. But are you so sure that is your destiny? Perhaps there is something else that could set fire to your spirit.
And what could this something else be?
I would gladly show you.
This girl is supposed to be the love interest, I take it? Well, why isn't she attractive? She looks like she's been shooting testosterone into her ass for 20 years in powerlifting houses. The worst thing about this is we're 8 minutes into the game and all I've done is watch this horrible FMV. At least when Square does this shit, it's done pretty well. Also, what is up with the boobs and all the women in this game? Even this granny has knockers bigger than her head. Mind you, the voice acting isn't terrible, but when the characters' mouths don't move in sync with the words, the whole effort is wasted. The worst thing about this movie is that it's supposed to explain what the story is, but it fails so spectacularly that not only don't I know what the fuck is going on, I don't even care. So finally, I'm able to control my character. But as soon as I stop moving, my character begins walking in a perfect circle. I'm not even fucking kidding. That's what he's doing. He's walking in a perfect circle when I'm doing nothing at all. This game is glitched. And the game's combat system is one of the most retarded concepts I've ever encountered. It's a real-time action RPG with a delay on all your attacks, similar to the active time system used in Final Fantasy games, except the delay of your attack depends on the weapon or spell you use during the previous turn. And after taking his turn, your character stands there like an idiot as enemies rain blow after blow on his body. Basically, imagine the combat system of Parasite Eve, but designed to let the enemies have all the advantages. By the way, you start the game at level 0, not even level 1. I bet the designers thought they were pretty damn funny. That reminds me, when designing a game, don't make the enemies in the what is clearly a tutorial area so goddamn hard to kill. There's no reason in the world a fight against a baby monkey monster thing has to last for 5 fucking minutes. On the subject of items, I have one really big complaint. It's not possible to use healing items outside of battle. This is the same problem I had with Unlimited Saga. There's no fucking way to heal outside of battles unless you go to what the game calls a safe haven. It's incredibly stupid, especially given how if you go into a battle to use a healing item, you might get machine gunned with blows from enemies and end up losing about as much HP as you hope to recover. The limitless skill system that was promised me turns out to be the same generic earn skill points and spend them to buy skills concept used in dozens of computer RPGs before this, which, like almost all instances of these systems, is a heavily watered down version of the concept invented by Steve Jackson Games for his tabletop RPG GURPS in 1986, Color Me Unimpressed. The quests in this game are the same generic fantasy bullshit you find in lots of American computer RPGs. Everyone wants you to find and bring them some obscure magical thing like silver acorns or fire monkey butts that have to be either found randomly on the ground or obtained by killing monsters. A lot of the quests are nothing more than killing something. The tutorial area is just one of these quests after another, and it's tiresome as hell. The story of the game so far consists of nothing but one subquest after the other. And the worst of it is, what the NPCs ask you to do has not a goddamn thing to do with the main quest the hero is on. Whatever that was. It involves some demon hatching out of an egg or some crap, whatever. The point is that I have no emotional attachment to these characters or the hero because everything is so unbelievably stupid. I'm now an hour into this game and I've finally hit level 1. Yeah, an hour. And that's about the only thing I can say I've accomplished so far. Oh sure, some random townspeople have offered to let me read their encyclopedic menus to learn about items and magic, but reading is most definitely not what you want to play video games to do. Sure, there is some amount of reading that comes with the territory, but the text is supposed to support the gameplay, not overshadow it. I mean, I am an hour into the goddamn game, and I've yet to even figure out what the hell the bigger storyline is supposed to be. I've yet to even get out of the fucking tutorial area. You know what should have happened here? That stupid FMV opening should have been replaced with awesome and exciting gameplay. I should be beating the ever-living crap out of monsters, not watching them beat the hell out of me while I wait for my character's turn to come back. And the fucking character's mouth should be in sync with the words of the characters. Don't tell me it was too fucking hard to do. They had this shit down in the 1920s when sound was added to cartoons. We've known how to sync animated characters' mouths to words for almost 100 fucking years. So don't tell me they forgot how to fucking do it. They were fucking lazy, and that's all there is to it. And that explains all this shit. They were too fucking lazy to make a decent game, and if they're too fucking lazy to make a decent game, they don't deserve my full attention. Do you want to know why I can count on one hand the number of American game studios who make good computer RPGs? Because of studios like Stormfront Studios who shit out titles like Legend of Alon. And this isn't the only game they've made either. You can fill a whole latrine with the crappy games they've released onto an unsuspecting public. Almost all of them licensed titles like Aragon and Spiderwick Chronicles. But don't think these guys were noob developers or something. Stormfront was responsible for the original Neverwinter Nights. And before that they made the Gold Box D&D games in the 80s. The company was founded in 1988, so they had 13 years to figure out how to make quality computer RPGs. There is no fucking excuse for this shit. I don't think Stormfront Studios was incapable of making Legend of Alon a good game. They just didn't fucking care. Honestly, I believe this game was made to turn a quick buck when the PlayStation 2 launched. And maybe if Stormfront Studios had cared a little more about what titles they put their name on, the studio wouldn't have shut down in 2008. 2 hours into the fucking game, I encounter my first party character. A wizard Jar Jar Binks who mocks the hero for helping him. Now I guess I'm supposed to chase him down and recruit him or some stupid shit. But you know what? This is where I stop playing. I'm done with this.